All right, welcome back, everybody. Self-driving cars are now a reality in San Francisco, but they have not come without issues. For today's Tech Check, our Deirdre Boza looks at the battle over autonomous vehicles in the city by the Bay. Deirdre.
Yes. So, Tyler, the promise and the chaos of self-driving cars has been on display in San Francisco streets for a few months now. The two major players are GM's Cruise and Alphabet's Waymo. I went for a ride along to see for myself, and I talked to execs from across the industry, but it was definitely in the back seat of a Cruise ride that I had the most dramatic experience. We just went around a car with its emergency lights on. It did it pretty smoothly, but now we're behind a car that's trying to park. He got out. Oh my gosh. And he kicked it. I'm gonna put up my window. So this guy just kicked the car, and now we're calling support. This is stressful. Oh my gosh. Oh, he just spat on the car. Those were the most stressful few moments I've had in a car in recent memory. As the number of driverless cars on the road increased, so too did the problems.
There have been 75 plus incidents, and so to me it's like playing Russian roulette. We are the last line of defense for most people. Seconds matter. If it takes us a minute to go around the block because there's a vehicle in the way, that puts the people in that building more at risk. It puts that building more at risk, and it puts my firefighters more at risk.
We have a hotline for first responders. It's one of the things we built in response to feedback. So both police and fire department can call a number, and we can very quickly do things like relocate a vehicle that's in the way. Data about every collision is reported both at the state and federal level. We've shown video footage with first responders and things like that when it's appropriate, but that's got to be very carefully controlled in order to maintain the privacy of our customers.
We tried out Waymo as well. While Cruise had more robotaxis on city streets, Waymo has been testing longer. Both companies say they've logged more than 1 million driverless miles. That's interesting. It took the opportunity to squeeze through a pretty narrow space and did so fine. Actually doing better than the drivers around us. And I gotta say, one word to describe this ride, unremarkable. We didn't get honked at once. There was one incident where I thought maybe we cut someone off. It was uncertain, but it's been really smooth. So what happened to us in the Cruise robotaxi, it was nothing compared to the incident that led to the suspension of all of its operations a few weeks ago. After our ride, a Cruise rolled over a pedestrian that was struck by another car in a hit and run and then dragged her 20 feet. And that has raised a lot of questions about the future of this industry. But on the flip side, guys, if they can get it right, and Waymo, as you saw, feels a lot further ahead here, there's the promise of safer and less congested roads. Be sure to check out the whole piece on CNBC's YouTube channel and CNBC.com. Big thanks to producers Andrew Evers and Laura Batchelor, who really put this together and even acted as stunt drivers for part of the shoot.
It was really fascinating to watch your test drive of this, Deirdre, and I was curious. You mentioned Cruise and what's happened there with their licenses, but I was curious about what the demand picture is looking like in a city like San Francisco. I mean, I was speaking with one person whose daughter apparently, is part of a wait list to be able to have access to some of these autonomous rides, especially at night because of the safety factor associated with that and not having to interact with a human driver from that standpoint. How are citizens and residents actually responding to this?
Right. So it's been in service since August, but many, many people have to be on a wait list. Although a lot of people I know are actually off the wait list and using them often. So I was on the wait list until this shoot. And it seems that there's high demand. But again, regulators are trying to find the right balance between having a certain number of rides on the road and balancing the safety of it and a more wise rollout, more of a balanced rollout. Cruise, though, now are not able to operate without the driver, so that's going to slow down their race. But you bring up a good point, Morgan. You think about, if you're going to put young kids in an Uber or a Lyft, you don't necessarily know who the driver is. This kind of solves that problem, but you have to balance that with a danger that they might pose on the roads to pedestrians.
Deirdre, I'm sure the moment where that guy got out of the car and confronted you was unsettling for you, but I loved how unsettling it was for him when he came back and he was getting ready to yell at the driver, and there was no driver. There was no driver.
That is what I remember most. His face when he got out and approached the vehicle and saw that there was no driver. And then his eyes immediately went to me, and I was completely helpless. I think I put up my arms and said, I don't know what to do. I can't move this car. I can't do anything. And you saw the wheel move, but the car didn't move. And
had your car made contact with his?
It didn't make contact with his. He wanted to back up, and we just wouldn't move.
Yeah.
But I have to say, when I was in that cruise ride, we were honked at like at least 5 times. So there's a lot of close calls. And this was, I should say, through the Tenderloin district, which is one of the most, if not the most difficult area to navigate in the city.
Well, the car did come in contact, it seems, with his foot at the very least. Deirdre, thank you. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for what you do for CNBC and our viewers.
Glad to. It was important lessons learned, though. And I will say, though, just as an end note, the cruise was wild, but the Waymo was really an indication that some of these are ready for prime time. It was uneventful, therefore boring, and probably ready for the roads.
Deirdre Bosa, thank you.